Hello to our incredible Proctor Mindset family. We truly hope you're all in great health and spirits today. We're about to embark on a transformative journey together, and we'd be so grateful if you'd take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this video. Your support is what allows us to continue creating content that can genuinely change lives. Thank you for being a part of this community. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract money, while others struggle their entire lives and barely make ends meet? Have you observed how some individuals, even without impressive academic backgrounds, manage to build fortunes, while others, with degrees and credentials, remain trapped in a constant financial struggle? The truth is, 95% of the global population lives in financial scarcity. Only 5% truly understand how money works. And do you know what the most surprising thing is? The difference between these two groups isn't in what they do, but in what they think. When I first started studying this subject, I was completely lost. I was what you'd call unconsciously incompetent. I couldn't do anything right, and worse, I didn't even know that I didn't know. My mind was programmed for scarcity, and I didn't even realize it. But then, something extraordinary happened. I discovered that the universe operates according to precise, orderly laws. These aren't just theories or philosophies, they are laws as real and as immutable as the law of gravity. And when you understand these laws, particularly the law of attraction and how it relates to the frequency and vibration of your thoughts, everything changes. Today, I want to share with you how to use the power of your mind to attract money effortlessly. I'm not talking about quick tricks or get-rich-quick schemes. I'm talking about a fundamental transformation in your relationship with money, a transformation that begins and ends in your mind. Did you know that money itself has absolutely no value? It's just a piece of paper or metal. The only value it possesses is the value we collectively agree to assign to it. Money is simply a medium of exchange for other people's goods and services. But here's what most people never grasp: money responds to a law, the law of attraction. And this law operates based on the frequency of your thoughts. Think about it. Your mobile phone operates on a specific frequency. If I have your number and press the call button, your phone will ring instantly, no matter where you are in the world. Why? Because we're on the same frequency. Money works in the exact same way. It exists on its own frequency. And when you tune your mind to that frequency, you attract it into your life like golden dust. You may be wondering, this sounds too abstract. How does it work in practice? Let me explain. Your current results, the exact amount of money you have in your bank account right now, are a perfect reflection of the frequency you are emitting. This isn't a coincidence, it's not luck, and it's not circumstances. It's a law. A study by the University of the Sorbonne found that 85% of a person's financial success is linked to their mindset, not their technical skills or knowledge. This means your mind is responsible for more than 3/4 of your financial reality. When I started to understand this, I stopped blaming the economy, the government, my parents, my education, or anything else. I realized that the only person responsible for my financial situation was myself. More specifically, the thoughts I chose to think. Here's a practical challenge for you. For 7 days, monitor your thoughts about money. Every time you pay a bill, buy something, or even see a price, observe your immediate mental reaction. Is it scarcity or abundance? Fear or gratitude? This simple awareness exercise can be the first step to changing your financial frequency. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have the Midas touch? Everything they touch turns to gold. Meanwhile, other people work tirelessly and can barely keep their heads above water. The answer lies in the mental paradigm. A paradigm is simply a program in your subconscious mind, a set of beliefs, many of which were installed when you were very young, before you even had the ability to question them. 70% of people inherit their financial paradigm from their parents before the age of 7. Think about it. Your beliefs about money were probably formed before you even knew what money was. Look at the case of Bernard Arnault. Many attribute his success to his intelligence or investment strategies. But what few realize is that Arnold has a paradigm of abundance so powerful that he simply cannot think in terms of scarcity. His mind is programmed to see opportunities where others see problems. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for Bernard Arnold, but what about me? How can I reprogram my mind? Here's the secret. Your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. Scientists at the Paris Institute of Neuroscience have discovered that the brain activates the same neural circuits when we vividly imagine something and when we actually experience it. This means you can literally reprogram your financial paradigm through creative visualization and conscious repetition. Let me tell you something that changed my life. I was completely broke, drowning in debt, and I couldn't see a way out. Then a mentor challenged me to do something that seemed ridiculous at the time: write a check to myself for the amount I wanted to earn in 1 year, date it 3 years into the future, and look at it every single day. I thought it was insane, but I was desperate enough to try anything. So I wrote a check for €80,000 to myself, a sum that seemed absolutely impossible at that moment. Every day, I looked at that check. At first, it felt like a cruel joke. But I kept at it, and something strange started to happen. I began to have ideas I'd never had before. I started noticing opportunities that had always been there, but which I had never perceived. I started taking actions I would never have considered previously. 3 years later, I had not only reached that goal, but I had surpassed it. And it wasn't by chance or coincidence, it was because I had changed the frequency of my thoughts. A study by the University of Lyon showed that people who practice specific visualization of financial goals are 67% more likely to significantly increase their income over a 2-year period compared to those who do not. Here's another practical exercise. Every morning before getting out of bed and every night before falling asleep, visualize yourself living in the financial abundance you desire. See yourself receiving large sums of money. Feel the gratitude. Experience the freedom that comes with it. Do this for just 5 minutes, twice a day, and watch what happens in your life over the next few weeks. Did you know that everything in the universe, including you and your money, is pure energy vibrating at different frequencies? This isn't New Age philosophy, it's proven quantum physics. Scientists now calculate that if the electronic energy in the hydrogen atoms of your body could be harnessed, you could supply all the electrical needs of a large industrialized country like France for almost a week. You are literally a being of pure, brilliant, and radiating energy. And here's the fascinating part. Your mental energy, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs emits a specific frequency that attracts circumstances, people, and opportunities that vibrate at the same frequency. A study at the University of Strasbourg found that a person's emotional state can be detected up to 2 meters away by sensitive instruments that measure electromagnetic fields. This means your vibration isn't just metaphorical, it's literal and measurable. When it comes to money, most people vibrate at the frequency of fear, worry, and scarcity. They constantly think, I don't have enough. What if I lose what I have? I'll never have enough. And guess what that frequency attracts? More situations that confirm those beliefs. It's a self-perpetuating vicious cycle. Sophie Mosso understood this principle early in her career. Even when she was struggling, she consciously chose to vibrate at the frequency of gratitude and abundance. She often talks about how she kept a gratitude journal, even when she could barely pay her rent. This practice changed her vibration and, consequently, her financial reality. Now, you might be asking, how can I change my vibration about money? The answer is surprisingly simple, although it's not easy. You must become aware of your thoughts and emotions about money and deliberately choose higher-order thoughts. When a bill arrives, instead of feeling anxiety, choose gratitude for the service you received and for the ability to pay it. When you see someone with great wealth, instead of envy or resentment, choose joy and think, if they can do it, I can too. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who practice deliberate gratitude for their current finances, regardless of their situation, were 73% more likely to report improvements in their financial situation within a year. I remember when I first started applying these principles. I had just paid a large bill, and my bank account was almost empty. The old me would have panicked. But instead, I looked at the bank statement and said aloud, "Thank you for the money I had to pay this bill. I am grateful that more money is coming to me now, from multiple sources, in ways I can't even imagine." It sounded crazy at the time, but within a week, I received a call about an opportunity that ended up generating more money than I had just spent. Coincidence? After seeing this pattern repeat hundreds of times in my own life and in the lives of my students, I can guarantee you that it's not. Here's a powerful exercise. Whenever you handle money, whether you're spending it, receiving it, or even just thinking about it, consciously elevate your vibration by saying, "I am a magnet for money. Money comes to me easily and frequently, from multiple sources, in expected and unexpected ways." Say this with conviction. Feel the truth of it, and watch how your financial reality begins to shift. Have you noticed how some people seem to just decide to succeed and then they do, while others seem to be forever trying, waiting, or wishing? The difference lies in the power of decision. The word decision comes from Latin and literally means to cut off. When you make a true decision, you cut off all other possibilities. Research from the University of Bordeaux has found that the act of making a firm decision activates areas of the brain associated with action and implementation, while considering options keeps the brain in a state of paralyzing analysis. When it comes to financial prosperity, most people never make a real decision. They say things like, "I'd like to be rich," or "I hope to improve my financial situation one day." That's not a decision, that's a vague wish that holds no power. Look at the case of Xavier Niel. When he decided to create free, there was no guarantee of success. In fact, many industry experts predicted his failure. But Niel wasn't waiting or trying, he had made a decision. He had become one with the result he desired. And that unwavering decision created one of the biggest telecommunications revolutions and fortunes in French history. Now, let me share something personal with you. When I was young, we were very poor. We didn't have a phone, something most people today can barely imagine. I remember the day they finally installed a phone on our wall. It was black with the number the Montmartre 3137. At that time, we had what was called a party line. There were probably 50 people all on the same frequency. When we would talk on the phone, the voices would get fainter and fainter because everyone was on the same line. Today, every person has their own number, their own frequency. There are an infinite number of frequencies available. And when you dial someone's number, you instantly connect with them, no matter where they are in the world. This experience taught me something profound about life. When you tune in precisely to the frequency of what you desire, you instantly connect with it. No matter how distant it may seem, the connection is immediate when the frequency is right. And how do you tune into the frequency of financial prosperity? Through the power of decision. You must decide with every fiber of your being that prosperity is your birthright and that you will accept it now. A study from the HEC Paris Business School found that executives who attributed their success to definitive decisions had 82% higher incomes than those who attributed their success to external factors like luck or circumstances. Here is the most powerful exercise I can offer. Make a decision now. Not tomorrow, not when circumstances are perfect, not when you have more information. Now. Decide how much money you want to earn in the next 12 months. Write that number down, look at it, and then make the decision that it is already yours in mental reality and that it is simply manifesting now in physical reality. When you make that decision, a real decision that cuts off all other possibilities, you become one with what you desire. And when you become one with what you desire, you attract it into your life with the same certainty that gravity holds your feet to the ground. Your thoughts create your reality. Your mental frequency determines what you attract, and your decision defines what manifests. You have all the power you need within you to create financial abundance beyond your wildest dreams. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. It is omniscient and omnipotent. It requires no modification or improvement. As Victor Hugo once said, do the thing and you will have the energy to do the thing. The power is already within you. If you apply what you've learned today, if you monitor your thoughts about money, reprogram your financial paradigm, elevate your vibration, and make a real decision, your financial life will change in ways you can barely imagine right now. And if you want to go even deeper into this transformative knowledge, click the video that's appearing on your screen right now. In it, I'll show you exactly how to apply these principles in specific, real-life situations to multiply your income and build true financial freedom. Remember, you are not here to live a mediocre life. You are here to express your divine potential in every area, including your finances. I look forward to continuing this journey with you in the next video. Until then, keep your thoughts elevated, your vibration high, and your decision unwavering. Every step you take now brings you closer to the financial mastery that's been waiting inside you. We are so grateful for your attention and look forward to meeting you at the next level of your personal evolution, where together we will explore new dimensions of abundance that will transform your economic reality forever.